Boop boop.
You're so drunk. Jim.
No, I just had a lapse. I was
So
looking.
drunk.
I was looking at my audio mixer, and I was like, "Okay, there's something else I need to do other than unmute. What is it?"
Hi
That's it.
everyone.
Oh, Bugger
How's it
Kitty.
going, guys? My favourite notices is live, starting soon in Housebound Adventures. Oh, you're so fucking sweet, Canuck.
Hey, Kanik. Hey,
Which
Marco.
reminds me, I'd like to start today's session by saying thank you very much to everyone ever who's donated to the D&D fund. Because with it today I managed to expand one of the Patreon things that I subscribe to cover some tokens that we're using in today's session. So that was very helpful. And it's just been very, very... it's a blessing to be able to support creators without taking a massive hit to my wallet and pay for all the D&D stuff. So thank you everyone who's donated at any point. I appreciate it. Right. So our players have been given their prompts for us to discuss in after the recap. So they got to scratch their heads whilst I give us a bit of a rundown of what happened last session. So I feel like it's not that long of a session to recap. We started off with, help, oh no, I was murdered. Well, I mean, no. It was more like Polly was like, oh no, there's a body, someone's been murdered. Polly had found the body of Lily Padlow, who was a gnome that you'd met the previous night. She'd wandered off looking for a horse's skull completely on her own. No one had suggested that to her. No one had kind of influenced her decision making there at all. But unfortunately, she was found dead. Her hands cut off, kind of cupped on the floor with a bag of a coin purse in her hands. And that coin purse, it turned out, belonged to Culfic Salomore, who was a... see, look, there's more. Salomore. There we go. I slipped another marshy name in there. Anyway.
Marshmallow. See, there was another layer to the joke that I wasn't getting.
Oh, yeah, you thought it was...
I wasn't getting that either.
You thought it was just amusing because it's a cute name.
I kept asking, like, is it just funny to you because that's like a cutesy name for a bog? And you're like, no, that's it. That's all there is. And I'm like, I just feel like you're so proud of that. There's got to be more than just candy cane or something.
I was happy to just be amusing. That was fine.
Well, now it's funny though because there's actually a joke and not just like a bug and their name's Candy. Like, you know, like like,
yeah.
Oh, why are like there's something I'm not getting here. Oh my god.
Okay. Wow. Anyway, yep. So the rest of the stuff was so Celtic Salamore's purse had been found in Lily Padlow's hands with some money still in it. Turns out, or at least it appears, that Lily Padlow had at some point nabbed that from Celtic Salamore, the drow baker of Bog Brook. As the time went on, you guys decided to investigate the local area, and then you found some footprints which led off into the bogs. Those were footprints of Lily Padlow, who had gone off, found a horse's skeleton, which we knew had been there thanks to the exposition given us by Possat Thrall. But their ponies had wandered off into the bogs. She grabbed that skull, brought it all the way back to town, and investigating the area where the horse's skeleton was, we were basically like, nothing here. So you returned to town, had a little bit of a chat with your good friend Polly Marshmallow, the old halfling, and her husband Jeremiah Marshmallow. Having a bit of a chat, she seemed very worried. She seemed to think that Lily Padlow had been killed because of some sin that she had not admitted to during the Festival of Restitution, which took place the night before. Festival of Restitution is something that you guys took place in, which is the admission of guilt over a particular sin that you thought that might be worthy of admitting to. And the only person who didn't have to do that was Haiku, because Haiku was the acclaimed champion for that particular festival. Didn't have to come up with anything. So, after a little bit of investigating, Polly had said to you that she was concerned that she hadn't admitted to a sin. And that because of that, she might be next to get moided. And that was, unfortunately, she'd also nabbed something from Celtic Salamore. The Drow Baker, stolen twice. And that was a Tupperware box. She was concerned that the Tupperware that she'd kept would get her moided. And there was something else that we discussed literally just before this game started. What else was she concerned about? Oh, she also knew that Melissa Threll, the wife of Possat Threll that you slept in the house of, not slept with, like I said last week, had stolen bread from the Drow Baker 3 times, triple threat, to feed the family because they were poor, they were destitute due to the loss of the horses. Sad story. After poking around a little bit more, you spoke to Nathaniel Cassett, who seemed a little bit suspicious. Seemed almost as if though he was supposed to be the hood and horse the night before, it appeared that he may have got a little bit drunk and maybe didn't undertake his duties. The mystery is then, who was the hood and horse if it was not Nathaniel? He handed over the costume, and you noticed that it seemed pretty clean. And additionally, the skull of the hood and horse the costume that he'd handed over, did not look like the skull of the hood and horse that you saw the night before. So, Polly Marshmallow had essentially said to you, "I'm a bit spooked, like I'm going to get moided. Maybe you stick around tonight as a favour to me, your old lady halfling friend." And make sure we don't get murdered in the night. And you guys were like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Priscilla, who'd tagged along with you guys in the hopes of enlisting your aid to hunt werewolves in the local vicinity, was a little bit restless, wanting to spend the day exploring, the area around town. But you guys were wanting to take a rest during the day so that you might be fully prepared for anything that came around the night time. Rolls round to evening time. You've positioned yourself around the hamlet, the small village, so that you've got a line of sight with each other, so that if anyone does pop up, any spooky horse people pop up, you can give them the pew-pews, take them out. So we ended our session with, from the ground rising upwards in front of Nathaniel's house and the marshmallows, a spooky horse person wielding a scythe, prepared to do some shopping, probably. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're just there to have a friendly chat with whatever language hood and horse people have. Who knows? Do they speak common? Do they speak horse?
Common horse.
Mystery. But before we begin our sessions today, we are going to do our little prompts because we've been having fun with those. We're very quickly going to run out of good prompts. I'm going to have to start using my brain to think them up, which is a nightmare for me.
Chat suggested prompts.
Chat suggested prompts.
Oh, yes, we could do something.
Why use your brain when you can use the brain of the crowd?
We're saving that one. We're going to save that one. Well, the issue is that I'd like to have the prompts early a little bit, like prepared a little bit early, so you guys can think about them.
Well, maybe I could ask in the Discord, and then if we get any in there, come right now.
You're so smart. Okay,
with all of our brains combined.
We could definitely do that. However, we got some good ones for today already, so we'll rely on our friends in our community, which you can access by going to Jenny's Discord. !Discord. We're going to do our prompts for today. Okay.
Yep.
So, I think last time we started with. Oh no, you've moved around, haven't you? Fuck. All right, we'll start with Jenny this time.
Okay.
The first question that we have for our players today is: what treasure /item /artifact that your character has collected during their adventure is the most important to them? But that could also apply to just life in general. What item do you own that is most important to you?
Well, most important is probably the tarot cards that I have from my mum.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the question was just just one of the favorites type of thing, not like the most important. And the one I have from the campaign, or from like what we've done so far, is the motivational poster that I got.
Yes.
That's pretty
good.
important. The motivational poster says, "You must be mischievous," is what it says.
So good. Okay.
That's one of the favorites.
And that's up in your bedroom, isn't it?
Yep. Put that up.
All right. I like that a lot. Okay. And our second question for today is: what relationship does your character have with their parents and siblings / parental guardians / whatever?
Well, she has a relationship with her adoptive mother, and they've always been very close. They've always been pretty cool. There's been really no problems there. She's given her space. She's given Oro space and let her do what she wants to do, and as long as she's happy, then that's cool. Pretty chill.
You are the only character that we've had the blessing of having met your adoptive mother so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I suppose really, if that question kind of expands to family, we've also met a bunch of your family, like the people of the circus, which was a nice little insight in itself. Okie dokie, we're going backwards. We're up to Randall.
That's me.
Randall o'clock. What treasure / item / artifact that your character has collected during the adventure or life, if you'd like, is the most important to them?
I want to do two. I have two
Do two.
things.
I did too.
One's boring.
Okay, well that's better. Have a boring one that makes sense, and then have a fun one.
So the slightly boring one that makes sense is the talisman that he got, because that's like his like direct link to the story that he's in at the moment.
Okay,
but
I don't think that's boring.
But then the other one before the talisman came along was his satchel, which is like, it's a special satchel. So you only get those from the monastery when you're like, it's now your time to leave. And it's not just a normal satchel, it's like specially designed for the road and for carrying papers and books, and it's got all the right little compartments in it. And then when you close it down, it becomes waterproof. So like, it doesn't matter if you like running through the rain or whatever.
That's cool.
That's fucking cool. All right, good choices there. Really good choices. Do you think Randall's attachment to the talisman that he's got has developed over time?
Definitely, especially as the story's got like more interesting and has had more like twists and turns in it.
Okay, because obviously, when you were first kind of bequeathed the talisman and the manor and stuff, you were kind of like, who the fuck is this? Well, I've just been given a bunch of random shit. But having kind of the story developed a little bit, you're starting to understand your role and your attachment to it. Yeah. Okay, cool. And this is we don't know much about Randall's family, so this is a good question.
Spicy content.
There's not spicy eyebrows.
Oh.
I really want is for someone to gift that. Just you going. What relationship?
I don't control the internet.
What relationship does your character have with their parents and siblings? We can expand that to family.
So I think somewhat estranged. So, Randall has an older brother, and his parents like own and work a farm. And basically, at some point, it's kind of been like the older brother is going to inherit the farm one day, and then that kind of leaves no space for a Randall. And so he's just like, his options are kind of like to leave or to stay and never like always be like second there. And so he left. So it's kind of like estranged, kind of like semi-forced out.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't help around the farm very much. Maybe he was reading too much.
I like that.
Oh, so sorry.
Okay, cool. Right. We'll keep going. Haiku. Now, this is when I started with this question, and I told you before this call began, I was like, this is a freebie for haiku, but I'm really curious to say what you've got to say about it. So, what treasure / item / artifact that haiku has collected during the adventure or life is the most important to them?
The obvious choice is the gauntlet, sort of mechanical, magical gauntlet. They were It's like the Swiss Army knife of the D&D world.
Yeah. I like that very much. All right, okay. So is that the most kind of emotionally important or just functionally important?
Functionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was an item that they were more attached to for an emotional reason, what would it be?
A lot of the items they found when they first set off from home. So the homunculus servant, for example, is pretty important, like emotionally. There's a couple of other stuff like from temples they not raided, but looked in, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Right. And what relationship does Haiku have with their parents, siblings, family, whatever?
Distance is the word I'd use. Because it's like they come from a family of collectors, so all their family goes out and looks for things. So the parents, the siblings, and whatnot. So they don't really know any of them particularly well, apart from the few years in childhood before they left, to go search for stuff.
How old was Haiku when they left home?
Pretty young. I mean, I say a couple of years, but they were probably around 10 when they left.
Okay.
Which is, I mean,
Bloody hell. is that old for turtles?
Turtles grow quick.
Okay.
It's mainly shell.
Okay, cool. Neurally.
So I think the favorite thing she's picked up with along the way is probably the dress. Not only because of the function of it, that it's really cool, that it can kind of look however she wants, and it doesn't get dirty and stuff like that, but also because to her, she was never really quite sure if she made the right decision to leave. And she's pretty confident that that came from the lady. And so it feels to her like she wouldn't have gotten that if leaving was the wrong decision.
Sure.
So
okay. I like that. And that's got a nice little dual importance in that it's a functional item.
Yeah.
But as well as it's got this kind of affective component in it. Okie dokie. And now an interesting question for Neurally is what relationship does your character have with their parents, siblings / family?
I think that as far as she's concerned at this point, the closest thing that she has to family is the group. And Evelyn and Parsnip.
That's adorable. What's that relationship like?
Well, that one's fine. That's good.
Is there some kind of, I don't know, media content that we could peruse that would allow us to see, your interactions with your family?
Oh yeah, I forgot to follow up on that one that I started. There's a channel in the Discord. Also, there's this. But I forgot to respond because I just realized that I started a whole thing and then I forgot to respond to it. So there's also an RP channel in the Discord.
Yeah, I'd forgotten you had a little RP thing going on. I was very glad to see that. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for taking part in our little prompty doodles. We're getting the Discord plug again. Wowie wow. Okay, right. I like that a lot. Thank you very much, everybody. I really am enjoying these little insights into our characters, especially because some of you I've read backstories for 1 trillion years ago and have forgotten a lot of details. My brain doesn't retain a lot as it is. But also, there's plenty of stuff in our backstories that we never get an opportunity to talk about because it just doesn't come up. And then sometimes we forget our own backstories because they never come up. So it's nice to have everyone have an opportunity to kind of get that information. Anywho, we have moved you today onto a slightly zoomed in version of the map so that we get a little bit of a better resolution for the tiles. So we are starting today with a combat. Because the herding horses have risen out of the ground, and as they have done so, wielding scythes, you got a feeling Unless you want to tell me otherwise. Are you guys starting this? Are we going tussly? We going tussly, or are we gonna kind of just leave them to do their business?
No, we're gonna stop it.
Absolutely.
If we were gonna just let
Yeah.
it happen, we would have left already.
Best to just be like all these horses come out and go, you know what? Nah.
We were
We've got
right.
time for
They
it.
are gonna kill more people.
Yeah.
All right, let's go find
See
these
ya.
werewolves.
And then a little check mark, check go.
Completionists done. Well, I mean, you know, it was more of a, I'm leaving it open to you guys because they haven't murdered anybody yet. You know,
Yet.
they've just shown up. Maybe you want to
Apart
have a
from the
chat with
person who
them.
murdered yesterday.
I'm just saying, maybe you don't know for certain. Maybe you want to
I
have
mean,
a
they
chat.
appeared from the ground with sides.
I'm just saying, maybe you want to have a chat rather than just start with an initiative roll. But you tell me, what do you want to do?
I mean, we can yell something at them on our initiative. So
That's true. I can give you that if you'd like.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Nope.
where are they actually at? Right?
So, I'm going to put them on the map. This gentleman, or this spooky horse, and this spooky horse. Okay, so we have a spooky horse numero uno is down here by Haiku, between Haiku and Randall. Spooky horse numero dos is over here at the house of the marshmallows. Chilling.
The
Just up
mellows.
here. The mellows. You also got someone that we didn't discuss the position of is Priscilla over here, who I've put according to your designs, which was in a location where you could all kind of see each other within line of sight. So if I actually shuffle her up a little bit, she'll be able to see Oro and have a bit of a view of this area over here. Does that make sense? You happy with her position? We didn't discuss it last week, so if you'd like to change that.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Innocent until Hooven guilty. How dare you. How dare you.
Okay, right. Please roll initiative as we start today's session with a combat with a bunch of grumpy death horses. Oh, I rolled badly. Oh, I rolled a crit 1 and a crit 20. So let's go for... Can I say crit 1? That doesn't sound right. It sounds stupid.
Yeah, you did say that, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say it sounded stupid. I said you said that.
And then we've got Priscilla's initiative there. Right.
Everyone's going to be
Okay.
dead by the time I gotta go.
Just watch it all happen. We're fine.
Right. Starting at the top of the turn order, we have Spooky Horse numero uno, who is at the House of the Marshmallows. This just cloaked figure brought itself out of the ground, robes flowing, as if kind of lifted by some kind of spectral wind almost, just gently hovering above the ground.
Goes to shake my hand.
Fist bump. From within the robe comes this horse's head that is kind of still hooded. And then pulling out with one of its arms, it brings a massive scythe. It floats gently over to the door of the marshmallows and knocks very loudly. The echo kind of reverberates off the buildings around you. And that is the entirety of their turn. Priscilla. Priscilla's hanging out over here, just having a swell old time. Everyone else has got big circles around them, but she's just kind of chilling there on her own. I think that is a token that was made by Kiora or Seora, who is someone who's popped in the chat once or twice, actually. Map maker, token maker,
cool. Yeah.
who I support on Patreon, thanks to our contributions. And kind of knocks her arrow, raises her bow, and says, "What do I do? What do I do? Do I shoot it?"
Yes.
Okay.
Not making
we have-
friends.
Okay, so she moves a little bit closer. And she looses an arrow. Which hits. For some damage.
Okay.
Some damage is done. That you do not know of. You're not sure how much it was, but there was some damage that was done. And the kind of the arrow that is loose from her bow soars through the sky and clips one of the robes, or some of the robe of the hooded horse. You see that it swoops kind of through one side of the robes and out the other, and embeds itself in the door, making a loud thwack noise. Again, echoes loudly throughout the center of this small village. We then get to Nerali.
So I feel like she's kind of like far away from everything, and I feel like this one would be, oh, I'm trying to point, but I measured. This one would probably be slightly out of her line of sight. So I think it's the thwack that caused her to kind of like wheel around and see this one.
Sure, okay.
So all I can do from here.
Well,
is...
additionally, actually, one thing that we should be mentioned is that we ended with last session being like a ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling because we had the alarm bells go off thanks to Oros placing that around the house, which is what brought your attention to this in the first place. So you also have that.
Oh, do I hear that, or does just
Or is
Oro
that
hear
an
that?
Oro thing actually? Is that
I
something
can
Oro
choose
can hear?
whether it's internal or everyone can hear it, and everyone
okay.
would have heard it.
Okay.
Right.
All right,
you
just
go.
kidding. So I heard that. And then I saw that one. But I'm gonna magic missile it because it's right within the magic missile range. But I think magic missile always messes up, doesn't it? Let me see what happens when I click it. It does. Okay, I'm gonna cast it at a second level, which means I get 4 darts.
Okay, doke.
1, 2, 3, 4. 15.
Okay. Okie dokie. So your bolts fly through the air. Do you want to describe a little bit how your casting technique goes?
So she kind of like whirls around when she sees that one, and the wand goes out, and there's this like cold wind, like nighttime breeze, that kind of like billows all her like cloak and her dress and her hair back. And there's these little like tiny, like almost like silvery threads that go shooting out, and 4 of them, and they like swirl together. And when they make contact with the thing, they like right beforehand they grow a little bit, and then they make contact, and it's like little like firework like looking things.
That a lot. I like that a lot. I like the idea of those like little fireworks, kind of like almost in the night sky because it's so dim and dark at the moment, kind of looking like stars against the background that you've got here. Okie dokie. Something as you'll kind of that illuminates your magic missiles as they soar throughout the sky across the landscape. Here is the moon that is still shining brightly in the sky. Just
Moon check.
the moon exists. Just in case anyone had got any concerns about that, perpetual anxiety about the moon existing. Okay, Randall.
Right. Here we go. I'm going to use a dash. And I'm going to dash like this. And not double click my token. And then I'm going to do a little charge.
Ooh.
Which is just an attack. And I'm going to try and shove.
Okie dokie. So you definitely hit. So you want to go for a shove, yeah?
Yeah.
10 foot in a straight line before taking the bonus action. Gain +5 damage on the attack. Or push 10 feet if shove successful. Okay. DC of what?
Some amount.
I can never remember.
Wait,
8
or
plus
is it the
proficiency
attack?
plus wisdom, I think.
Oh, there's 14.
Okay, it succeeds.
I didn't know if it was that or the attack.
Well, we do have our resident rule lawyer in the chat right now. Adam, how do we resolve a shove? I can't remember.
Oh, shove an enemy. Yeah. I'm not gonna look at the rules.
You'd think
probably
that
is
someone who has DM'd as much as I had would read the rule book more frequently, or have read it in entirety at least once.
Oh, just kidding. I thought you were asking about the save. I think you just make an attack.
Oh, it's a grapple
Yeah,
attack.
Yeah.
I thought it was just an attack.
Okay.
But I've always
I don't
meant
know
it
what
just-
I thought you asked. I thought you were
Well,
looking for the save.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
it's 17.
yeah, so it's contested, right? Yeah, it's contested. So it's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Oh.
So give me that, baby. I should read the book.
+5, right? So 15.
Yeah, you got an extra +5 from there. Oh no, it's that's +5 damage if it's successful. Right. Okay. In which case,
That's if you choose to do the
unfortunately-
attack, you can do +5 damage,
Uh-huh.
or you can choose to push for 10 feet.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, you're fair. So I'm gonna flavour
Wait, do we have
text this
any-
a little bit.
Do we have any thingy?
Oh, there's some
Points.
dice. There's some dice, I think.
Oh,
We have
open
combat
the
D6.
sheet.
I haven't looked at the sheet. I didn't have it open.
Let's look at the
Oh, I got a
sheet.
big fat 0.
Yeah, but they're all shared, so it's fine. You can take one.
Yeah,
if you
take
want
one
to
of mine. I've got 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're on there, but I'm pretty sure I got some D6s last week.
No, they're not on there. You
I
can't
think
have
you're
them.
lying.
Nope.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
no
I got one
DM
last
6.
week.
I'm pretty sure you used
Pretty
it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Use
That's
another
what we
one.
needed.
Take
That's-
another one.
So what we're gonna flavor text here, Doxy, my Randley boy, is that you please describe as if it was going to perhaps be successful. How would this shove look?
The shove mostly using like the staff, and so
Right,
rather than it being like a push, it's like you hold the staff and it's like you like whack them with that to get some more momentum. on it.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, in this case, what you've done is that you've brought up the staff in an attempt to do a proper shove using the brute force of such an
The
attack.
appropriate technique.
And if you recall, these figures are 9 feet tall. So
No, I did not
using-
recall that, but yes.
using the force of your dash as well as the shove action, you have made essentially this massive attack with this massive stick, and unfortunately, you have gone completely through to the other side. The Hooden Horse, who, as you kind of dash through them, you recognize that the majority of them is cloak and robe, which kind of just moves out of the way as you go through it, which is an extremely unpleasant sensation.
Yeah. I had a feeling that might be the
Um,
case.
So I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that unpleasant.
It's deeply
Oh.
unpleasant.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. You got any D6s you want to maybe apply to that?
Take one of mine if you want.
Okay. Well, all right.
Oh, so close. So close. So close. And yet, so
I'm
far.
still gonna be crippled in some horrible way.
Oh, no, it's much worse than that. So,
Oh.
so you are overcome with guilt. Can you recall what sin you professed to?
Yeah.
What was that sin?
Wanting for stuff that I did not need.
Oh yes, yeah. As a monk, someone who grew up in a monastery or spent a lot of time in a monastery, you've always tried to detach yourself from material possessions, and maybe you found yourself wanting things a bit, and that's what you professed to, and you were forgiven for your sin by Hidden Horse. You are overcome with guilt for failing your monastery. It is crippling, but only for an instant, as that guilt is personified, made material.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Big uh-oh.
by a spooky ghost. Once again, token provided by Kaora or Kiora or Seora.
Kaora, I think it said.
Their name is pronounced. As this kind of just being emerges from your chest as you feel this horrific sense, this tightness that kind of feels as if you've just absolutely failed the only people in your upbringing that you properly cared about. And then it's kind of alleviated almost as it is made, well, not flesh.
It's removed from me, so I don't feel any guilt now at all.
You don't feel this particular instance of guilt because now it is directly in front of you. In fact, it looks like your direct superior at the monastery. Gasp. This particular little
finds.
Dun, dun, dun. You're about to feel a different kind of guilt.
I don't think this guilt to pain conversion is going to be a good one.
Okie dokie. Let's put that in the turn order. Roll down to you. So you made that dash. You made your shove action with it.
Yep.
And as
then
a
everything went
reaction,
wrong.
this has occurred. Is there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
That's what I wanted to do.
What ghost are you pissed off? Haven't you?
Put it like that.
What sin has been pulled out of your body?
Corporeal animation. It's just this fucking. I put the little letter with the census document on the side and it fell off. Yeah. The guilt of not having filled in the census yet. That's what I was supposed to do today and I didn't. There you go.
It's not census day.
Oh, do I not have to do it yet?
There's a specific day you're supposed to do it on.
You have to do a specific day? Mm-hmm. You can't do it before then?
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to do it on or as close to the 21st as you can.
Oh.
I didn't realise that until...
Some of the questions literally say, how many guests will be staying in your house on the 21st?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Right.
None,
we should
though,
tell
right?
Saucy that. Pretty sure she was fluent in the other day. Okay, well that makes me feel a lot less guilt, and therefore poltergeist, go away. And is there anything else we can do with your turn?
No, I've done all my things.
Done all your things. Oh, what's next? Do you have a name
Oh,
for your direct superior?
Yeah, it's Kulth, Master Kulth.
Master Kulth. Well, Master Kulth is going to slap you upside the head.
Oh, just like
the
old
opportunity.
times.
Just like old times. 16 versus AC. That's it.
It might be. Oh, well, it depends. It depends if that counts as an attack. No, because I did a shove, which specifically isn't an attack. Never mind.
Okay. Right. So it's going to do. It's hit you. And it's going to do. Oh no, not that. Not 12d6.
No, please. That's
so your old master berates you for your failures by giving you a backhand. Doing so, I don't know whether or not that was something that happened frequently, or if at all. Maybe your old master was a kindly old man or old woman or whomever. But regardless, you've been backhanded, and as that hits,
I hope it doesn't slap a different sin out of me for a while.
I rolled high. I rolled very high. You lose 4 strength.
Excuse me?
What?
You lose 4 strength.
I'm sorry.
I just had to fight things like this in a different campaign, and I almost died in that one too. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Tom, no. Please, what?
And then there's Adam. These things are great. They are so bad.
Okay. Oh, and you take 2 points of damage.
Oh, that's all right.
I rolled as low as possible on the damage and as high as possible on the the strength damage. So there you go. that's that. And what was it, Master? What? Sorry,
Cool.
Master Kulf
Mm-hmm.
berates you and says, "Have you forgotten our teachings?"
I'm sorry.
Oro.
Well, I would have had my bow out if we were all this separated and ready to attack. So I'm gonna move out here and bow him, as they say.
Sure.
Bow. Nin.
Nope. That is a Mr. Rooney.
But on my turn, Nugget attacks with me, right? Does that mean he moves? But he doesn't move, right?
I think we've got a very open-ended idea of how your turns work, don't we?
Yeah.
So do whatever the fuck you want, really. No, that's not special treatment. That's you've got Nugget and I can move on the same turn. I don't think it's necessary that we do it separately. You can do it interchangeably, really. It's
Okay.
You're two hearts of the same whole.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I always felt that's how the Rangers should have worked, because it's like that's your whole thing, your whole class thing is that you've got this whole other entity kind of like bound to you. Like you should be able to function as a single unit.
So you're not on top of Nugget, or are you on top of Nugget?
No. I'm not.
Okie dokie. So Nugget gets their attack and then also the additional attack because of your reaction. Or your action, sorry.
Okay.
Okie dokie. That is a miss. That is a hit.
4.
Dokie.
Is this tree in my way, or is it fine?
I mean, it's a tree, so we'll say it's got a tree trunk somewhere in there. And the tree trunk will be in your way, but the tree itself is fine. Something that everyone has noticed so far is that these hidden horses don't seem to give much of a fuck about you guys.
Yeah.
They really don't seem to care.
Just don't fall into them.
They're all right. However, can Nugget make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes.
Wait, what's Nuggets in?
Not a sin
22.
because he touched it.
Oh, Nugget! Wise as fuck.
Nugget's really wise.
That,
And has no
Nugget's
sins,
fine.
so he'll be fine.
and has no sins. I mean, I don't know. What about those bed sheets?
You don't care.
Not a sin. That's socially unacceptable because of the like.
I think the word sin is quite. It's we gotta interpret it quite loosely in a game that doesn't have Christianity.
I see it as something that was like harmful to others, and Nugget didn't do anything that was harmful to others. Nugget was making their home, and it's just something that's like a cultural difference between
Bed
us
sheets
and
of
that
people
society.
Okay. Is that the entirety of your turn? Is there anything you want to say or do or shout or?
Do I notice that it's not doing anything? Really? Like
No,
the bite?
so the bite has landed, and you can see that there's still a hole in the robe from where the arrow pierced. So it appears that you're damaging at least the robe, and something's going on here. But it's more that they aren't fussed about you in particular. They don't seem interested in attacking you.
Right. Okay.
We're not the ones that are cursed or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Okay.
So anything you want to do?
No.
Okie dokie. Right. This hooded horse. Also, again, does not seem at all interested in Randall. But knocks on the door of Nathaniel. You can hear footsteps from within. And that goes for slightly slower footsteps of the marshmallows. Haiku!
Yes. I am going to do the artificer thing and summon a tiny eldritch cannon.
Okay. Would you want
A
to
force ballista one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did we ever get any art drawn up for your turrets? Or anything that we can find
Yeah, you had that red squiggle.
freely licensed that we can use?
Well, it's
Let's
a
do
tiny one,
that.
so it's in my hand anyway.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's convenient. All right. That's way better. Right. Okay. Force Ballista up. Is that your action or your bonus action? I can't remember.
Action. Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you've seen this spooky hooded horse appear. It seems uninterested in you, and you've seen Randall go through it, and then this figure burst out of Randall. What are you doing then? How describe your turn to me? How do you react to this?
Well, I've seen something just appear and slap Randall, which
Yeah, backhand.
probably good. And he's trapped between this figure and a scythe wielding horse. So I definitely want to attack one of them.
Okay.
Which I am going to.
Mhm.
I'm gonna shoot at the wooden horse.
Okie dokie. Roll an attack for me, please.
I don't think I have it on my sheet yet. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We are.
It's just as make a ranged spell attack.
Very low pressure here. Yep, that's fine.
So
So 1d20 plus your spell modifier. It'll be on your spells page.
Is that attack bonus? Sorry.
Yeah. Oof. We got a miss.
Ugh.
We got a miss over here. Can you describe to me what your Force Ballista looks like and how the shots go?
The Force Blister, I stumble on the back of my shell and I pull off what looks like a revolver. It's made of stone.
Oh.
And I sort of spin the chamber and it starts to glow. So all the shots that fire glow out and like a trace around. They all miss, obviously. But it looks
Still
cool.
fucking
It does
cool.
not-
Yeah. Is it really loud as well? Can you hear
Incredibly.
it from hundreds of miles away?
Incredibly loud. Well, it's
Okay.
got a range of
Hall of
120
Fame.
feet, so
Okay,
I'd
yeah.
like to imagine you can hear it 120 feet away at least.
Okay, all right. I like that a lot. So there's a crack as this bullet is fired off from Haiku, and it kind of whizzes past the Hooded Horse and dents itself into the building between Randall and the Hooded Horse. Kind of debris scatters from the wall, and you can hear the footsteps inside get a lot faster because Nathaniel wants to come out and see what the fuck is going on. Who's attacking my house? Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Anything you
No.
want to say? Okay.
Nah.
The top of the turn order, we have Hooded Horse numero uno up here, who is still waiting patiently for the marshmallows. However, entering the fray is Hooded Horse numero tres.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That's
SpaghettiOs.
not good.
Oh, by the way, I changed your tokens so that they properly have the health bars that everyone can see and the name tags. Can everyone see those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know who I am.
Well, I wanted it to be a bit more clear for those watching the stream and not sure who's who. And you can also see everyone's health bars, so you know who's weak, etc., without having to worry.
Oh yeah.
I'm missing 2 hit points. I'm very weak.
Okay. It behooves Haiku to attack. I like that a lot. So over here we have a Hooded Horse. Nearly. This is the House of the Thrells. This is where you've stayed last night. As the door is knocked by the scythe end. Gunk, gunk, gunk. And we add them to the turn order. Did I add them already? No, I didn't. Let's roll initiative for them. They rolled poorly. Thank you. Alright, so starting at the top, we have Hooded Horse up here, who is still waiting patiently. We've got an old lady on the other side of this door, so nothing's happening here. Alright? But Priscilla comes up, and she's realised that the battle has started in earnest. Makes herself into repositions herself so that she has a better angle of attack. You can see that she's loosing arrows from her bow very, very quickly, and they are kind of glowing in some kind of like radiant light almost that is kind of just coating the arrowhead, and it's causing the same kind of tracer effect that we were experiencing from the shots from Haiku's rounds. But they unfortunately both miss, so you can see that there is a burning light that is attached to these arrows. One of them does pierce the robe, but only just, and not in a way that seems to have done any significant damage. Nerly.
Can I tell in any physical way how Randall was impacted by the appearance of that additional figure?
You tell me, Randall?
There was a mild whimper.
He feels better. Doesn't feel guilty. That's nice.
I think as she sees the other one appear, and that's definitely like on her radar, but looking around, the only thing that seems to have like bitten back, so to speak, is this little guy.
Sure.
So I'm going to guiding bolt, but I'm going to twin the spell. And guiding bolt goes 120 feet. So I'm going to twin guiding bolt. I spend my 1 sorcery point, and I'm going to hit the one that we've already hit once as well.
Okay. That is 2 hits. Which is going to which? Or once you roll damage?
So 13 towards the guy next to Randall.
Okey-doke.
And 13 to the one up here. And they both begin to glow with a faint silvery light.
That is not entirely correct, because the guilt corporeal is annihilated.
Just
by that
kidding.
attack. Just evaporated. And once again, Randall, feeling dandy. Oh my goodness, your master who has appeared in front of you, whom you haven't seen in months. Maybe there's a small part of you who was a bit like, oh, it's nice to see you. Oh.
No, I hate you.
What the fuck?
And then he was vaporized.
And then he was annihilated by Nerly.
Just
who
like the old
swings in here. Reminds me of home. As a guiding bolt streaks across the sky and just obliterates this shadow of guilt directly in front of you. There are kind of just ectoplasm against the wall beside you. Anything else you'd like to do, Nerly?
I'm going to move. Like here. And I'm going to shout over to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that man alone. No, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be something like, what is your purpose here?
Okay. There is no response.
I figured.
There's just some intimidating.
That's not the sound a horse makes.
No.
I was hoping you were gonna do that. I was like, come on. Yeah.
And Randall's turn is next. How are you feeling after the events of the last?
I mean,
6
a lot
seconds?
has just happened. I fell through a thing, felt like the most intense guilt I've ever felt ever, which was then immediately ripped out of me into almost like a euphoric feeling. And then within seconds of that happening, it like slapped me and then got completely eviscerated in front of me.
That was an intense 6 seconds.
So like a lot has just happened.
That's
right?
a lot.
Like, so I think, Randall's there just like breathes for like half a second, and then this is Nathaniel's house, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. So it's gonna be like, stay inside, Nathaniel. Don't come out.
He seems like a very agreeable guy.
Yeah, he definitely is. And then I want to ready an action. And my action is, if I start seeing the door open, I want to kick it closed.
Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, cool. Right. That's very cool. I like that a lot. Right, we go to Nugget and Oro, the duo.
How loud did you shout that, Randall?
As loud as I could, because I need to let him hear it and know that it's serious. Not that he'll believe me.
Okay, so I probably heard it.
Definitely. But we're in a small,
Quiet
it's dead of night.
town. Yeah.
It's definitely quiet enough for you to hear.
Okay. I'm gonna try hitting it again.
Okay,
I'm gonna fail again. And just
high rolls tonight.
Huh? Yeah, high rolls.
rolls
Yeah,
tonight, yeah.
start as you
High
mean to go
rolls.
on. Yeah. Oh, see, start as
Oh
you mean
my
to go on.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, unfortunately, you know what that means.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Roll it on the table that fucks me
On
over
the
more times than I'd
table.
like.
I have a copy of it somewhere, but usually we
Oh,
get.
but Katie's gone, so we can't
Katie-
do this. So we should just
Oh,
move on because
no.
battles take so long anyway in D&D. We should really just carry on.
You make some compelling points. Oh, here it is.
Ow!
Damn it.
Roll a d100.
What was if Nugget throws their weapon?
Nothing, nothing happens.
Dentures fall out.
Oh, it's
Okay,
83.
83. That's a high roll. I don't think I have the same table that Katie has, because mine just says nothing unusual happens.
Oh no, that sounds right.
So you know what? We're gonna use that one just because Katie's not here right now. It literally says, and it's quite a broad range as well. It says 81 to 100. Nothing unusual happens. So Katie going AFK for a second has potentially saved Nugget quite a lot of issues.
Me and Katie have a pact that if I'm about to roll, she needs to leave just in case.
Oh look.
Oh, look who's back!
I see the crit fail. No, 83. Oh, that's probably
No, so
good
we've
on a
already-
crit fail.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
Check
We've
that,
already
Nothing
check
happens.
that
It's
table.
fine.
Check that table.
No, we've already
Nothing
resolved it.
unusual happens for
Okay.
81 and above.
It is the same table that we're using then. Shit. I opened that and I looked at it and I was like, I'm not sure if Katie and I have the same table. Oh, we'll go with it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nugget gnashing with furious teeth at the robe here, unfortunately misses, giving it another opportunity for guilt. However, this time, the guilt is directed at Oro. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
Oro's got a lot to feel guilty for.
14.
Oh. Oh.
Might be time to use D6. You know,
Can I use it? But I don't have a normal D6. I could take a battle
Combat.
D6.
Oh, this is we're in combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
take one
Yeah.
of mine.
16.
Okay. All right. Nothing unusual happens.
The 10 of nothing. Excellent.
All right. Now we have Hood and Horse.
Wait.
Oh, I'm
wait,
sorry.
wait,
I apologize.
wait.
I apologize. I'm way fast. I was just so excited to go over to what's going on over here.
Yeah. Well, whose house is this again? Whose house am I at?
The marshmallows.
The marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I've heard Randall say, "Don't come to the door," I'm also gonna shout, "Mr. and Mrs. Marshmallow, don't come to the door,
Very
please."
formal.
But angry. Please, for the love
But
of God.
angry.
Yeah.
I love the idea that you
Oro,
have to say the
XOXO,
words.
XOXO.
Sorry, I had to
Okay.
wake you. And then Nuggets turns after mine because we just did the bite on my turn, so
Right.
he gets another chance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. 15.
That is a hit.
6.
Okay. Alright, this time The bite lands, and some holes are torn in the robe. However, the Hooded Horse still does not seem interested at all in Nugget or Oro or Priscilla, despite all of them loosing all sorts of projectiles and angriness at them. Hooded Horse, don't give a fuck. However, the door of the Thrells opens. And as it does so, you see Possat appear. Possat appears, and you can immediately see a face of consternation as they make a saving throw and fail. You can see that this Hooded Horse has kind of just waited patiently for the door to be opened in front of it, and then just gone. As Possat Threll has just looked up at this intimidating figure and just fallen to their knees. You can see that there is some kind of force that is being just drained from him into our friend, the Hooded Horse. But as you see that this is occurring, Possat falling to the ground, he's on his knees and he's kind of twitching. And as he's twitching, he's kind of got this change that starts to occur. You can see that his muscles start to grow in bulk. You can see that the hair on his head starts to grow larger and larger and start to cover the entirety of his body as he forces himself up off of the floor to stand at his full height, and he transforms himself with the moon into a werebear.
God damn it.
I fucking knew the town was full of the were peoples. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it.
Oh, but we didn't know their whereabouts.
And that is another token by Kiora. Werebear, there bear. There we go.
There, bear.
Wait, where's the
As down here.
Oh yes.
As Possat Threll reveals his werebear form and is added to the turn order. Oh, you rolled alright. This guy. Okay. You can see that he is furious. He roars. You can see the kind of the fur over his body starts to kind of glisten with the moon that is shining down upon him, and he's just got this anger in his eyes directed at the Hooded Horse. But before he has any opportunity to take any actions to retaliate to the threat that this Hooded Horse poses, he sees Nurli. And there is a face of extreme concern that you can tell. I mean, it's mostly bear, so it's kind of hard to read bear expressions, but you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell.
Mary probably looks angry.
I mean, he looks very angry at the Hooded Horse, and then he sees you, and his expression softens somewhat. His bear expression, his expression. And then we move over to Nathaniel, who. Doors open, and you make your reaction, please. Roll an attack. His emotions are laid out to bear. Jenny is responding to all of these puns with just like,
This is fine. This is fine.
I'm glad you think it's fine.
Roll your attack, please, Randall.
Oh. What?
I'm
for hitting the door. I'm attacking
the
a door.
You're not going to miss. It's just the roll that you land will determine how successful you are in closing it against the force of Randall trying to, not Randall, Nathaniel trying to.
Randall.
Because I mean, I would have said that the door opens inward, but in this particular case, it opens outwards.
Yeah, that's probably more normal for front door, but whatever.
for generous D&D DMing here.
It's a swing door. It goes both ways.
Yeah. Way more hygienic.
You've got a D6 as well, Docs. Just so you know, a normal one if you want to use it.
Wait, is it a normal one?
Yeah, a normal one.
I mean, we're in combat, so you can use any dice.
Yeah.
You can use a d6.
I just hadn't said it. Evan gave you one. So.
Then I will use it.
You can only play Champagne D&D if it's set in the Champagne region of Faerun. That's so good. Okay, so that's a 15. Okay, you rolled high enough to slam the door shut with the butt of your staff. Just because I was planning on that. I rolled a 15. So we're going to take that as a success for you.
I can also feel like, stay inside.
You can just hear him from inside. What the fuck is going on out there? Atrocious language. But swings and roundabouts as we get back to haiku.
So I assume I can see the this one.
Which one, sorry?
The one that I wear there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't quite see the werebear because he's inside the door, and the Hidden Horse is kind of covering the entirety of it.
Okay. I would like to cast Scorching Ray.
Okie dokie. What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Ooh,
Big
okay.
feats.
Yeah.
And I can target up to 3
Okay.
things. So I want to target.
Or you can. They can all be the same target, can't they? If you choose to.
Yeah. Well, I want to fire 2 at the one near Randall, then 1 at the werebear one.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. That.
Miss. Hit. Miss.
Okay.
So the second one is one of the 2 that's going towards the Hidden Horse next to Randall, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, Koki, roll your damage, please.
Damages.
If you just click on the word Scorching Ray, it will calculate it for you.
Oh.
In the chat, if you click on the word Scorching Ray.
Oh, yes, of course.
There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Do you want to describe to me how that functions?
I think we've gone through this before. Like,
Oh yeah, but I'm giving you an opportunity to add flavor text for everyone's enjoyment.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Feel free to expand. You can change it every time. It doesn't need to be the same thing.
Oh my god, tell us about the Scorching Ray again.
Oh my god.
This is
How
my
scorching
favorite
is it?
story.
How hard is it?
So I fumble for like 3 rocks on the ground, put them in my gauntlet, and they slowly heat up and start to rise in like a circling each other almost, and then just fly out in the directions that they've been sent, either hitting or missing.
Scorching.
That's hot.
Hot. That's hot.
I love it. Okay, excellent description. I think that's a really cool attack. Okay, 6 points of damage to Hidden Horse, numero dos over there. Anything else you want to do with your turn? Are you using your ballista?
Yes. Yep. I'm going to use my bonus action to shoot again the Hidden Horse next to Randall.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
Someone was watching our stream once, I can't remember who it was,
Shit.
said they should take a shot every time I say okie dokie.
I assume that hits.
Roll a 1d100, please.
I assume that hits.
I assume that hits. I got a 26 natural 20. Mm. It does hit, yes.
There's your damage.
9 points of damage, and you get to roll a 1d100 for your crit.
And it can push you up to 5 feet away.
What? Scorching hot.
Ooh, 88.
This is the 88. Okay, go for it.
Astute counter. As an immediate action, attack the same opponent with advantage and double the damage.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
God.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Oh
hot.
my goodness. And as
hot.
Adam said, because you crit, you do double dice damage. So you would roll an additional 2d8.
Oh.
You're rolling a lot.
So I roll another 2d8 now.
Yeah.
Right, so we're at 20 already. Fuck
Okay.
me.
Now make an attack roll with advantage. I guess with the cannon, probably, huh?
Yeah, it'll be the ballista again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been manually typing that in. How does that work?
So we'll add it to your character sheet after the game if you'd like.
Yeah.
You just type in the same stuff again.
Yeah, do the attack one and roll once, and then if you press the up on your keyboard, then it'll fill in the last thing you typed.
Ah, yeah.
Well, that's
Okay,
1d10.
Oh yeah, it is.
Ah, I can't type properly.
That's okay.
Better.
Okay. Yeah. That's a hit.
And you're
So
getting to
you
double
get
the
to-
damage. So do you want him to roll 4 die, or do you want him to roll twice and double it?
Twice and double it.
Shit.
Oh.
Double damage. Go again.
Yep. Oh, roll 2. Okay. Hey.
Mother of God. So how much is that in total? Is that 34?
Yes. Yeah, it is because it got to 20.
Happy with that? Are you happy with that turn?
Reasonably.
Was it hot enough?
No, not quite actually. I felt like I could have done a bit more.
Well,
Okay. Well, your crit got a crit. So bloody hell. This one hidden horse has taken a shit ton of damage in one go. So yeah, with 40 total from the raid before, yeah, that's that I would really put in. Can you describe to me how? I mean, so what was it? An astute counter is what it was called. Is that
yeah, astute counter.
Astute counter. Okay. Well, in this particular instance, you've had an opportunity to use your force ballista twice in a very short period of time, even after having used your scorching ray on the same turn. How many attacks do you want? Could you describe to me how your force ballista, this hand cannon that you've given yourself, looks when you?
It's the full hunt fanning, Tom.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
The quick, bang bang. Yeah.
Does that mean it gets pushed back twice because of the second attack too?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Beat them.
So are we? So you're fanning it?
Yeah.
So we get the image of Haiku whipping out this stone kind of hand cannon and just going. These tracer rounds soaring through the vicinity, just striking this hooded figure, and going to push. Or is that what you're doing? You're trying. It pushes, is it? Can you read the flavor text for that?
What, from the book?
Yes, please.
It just says it's pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
Oh, it doesn't even get a. It doesn't get a saving throw or anything. It just gets pushed.
Oh, if the target is a creature.
Yes, it is a creature. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pushed up to 5 feet away.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Fantastic. Well, turns out it doesn't have any immunity to that. So yes, it does get pushed. You want to move it? What was it? 5 foot or 10 foot?
10 foot.
10 foot, and you get to do that twice because you hit twice.
Oh, shit. I better look out.
Okay. That is where the hood and horse ends their turn. Over here. You can tell that they have now got a little bit of... they've directed their attention towards you, Haiku.
Uh-oh.
That is-
They've determined
That's
that you've
fair
now sinned.
You've become an issue, all right? You've got yourself involved in...
I've determined that you have now sinned. That was good.
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my lord.
Fucking
Oh.
stop it!
This is where all of our good rolls have gone.
Yeah, Jack's got them all.
Shit.
Okay. All right. Well, no fun for Mr. DM. You succeed. As you successfully manage to overcome any sense of guilt that
Guilt-free.
starts to
Skill whatsoever.
well, in fact, you feel better than you did before. Wow, that was an amazing crit you just pulled off. Pow! Pow! Man, I'm so cool. Fucking top of the turn order. We've got our werebear friend.
Where in the world? Bear world.
Oh, Werebear World.
Oh, I've successfully rolled 1d0.
Hey,
I got a crit.
I think that should
Wait,
count
Miss-
as the 20.
No, what? I got a crit on a 0.
But that's the highest
It's
it could
the-
roll.
This wasn't the lowest it could roll.
Oh, he said he's
Whoa.
rolled 1d0. So that was the highest
Okay,
it could roll.
Regardless, we see that the werebear form of Possat just launches himself at this hidden horse, slamming down with his claws, his bare hand coming down with such force that it smacks on top of the skull at this 9-foot tall hidden horse cloaked figure, and you can see bits of bone that start flying around, and a significant amount of damage is done to. I wonder if we can get lycanthropy for hidden horses. As there's a big slam that does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Werebears, man. Werebears. Okay. Right. He lets out another bear roar, which I can't do, unfortunately, because I don't know how to do bear roars. Roar.
Wow.
That's a lot less impressive and a lot less scary. Roar.
Wow.
I'm sorry, what? Could you do that one again?
Wow. You're welcome.
That was all that I wanted it to be and more. That's the noise. That's exactly the noise.
But it's so loud, it echoes.
So you're gonna have to do that every time he makes a raw noise. So he knocks some teeth out of the hidden horse, who does not have another turn now. But he's now removed his attention from Nurali and is focused entirely on ripping this hidden horse a new hole or 3 in his robe. But hidden horse up by Polly.
Question.
Yes.
Did you do the advantage for the first attack against it after my guiding bolt?
What, for the werebear?
No, when I guiding bolted and I twin spelled and I got the thing by Randall and then I seconded the one up here. The next attack against it should have had advantage, which would have been Oro's attack.
Yeah, it would have been. No, we didn't do that.
Yeah. Do you want to roll another attack for Oro really quick? I didn't want to
Sure.
stop in the middle of anything else.
No, go for it. Oro, do another bow attack. Just to see if your first one hit. That's a miss.
Shit.
Oh no, it's a hit. It is a hit.
Ah.
It's exactly a hit.
Oh.
So roll your damage. There we go.
6. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, top of the turn order, we have Hidden Horse, who's been patiently waiting at this door for this door to open.
Checking his watch.
Polly, you can kind of just quietly hear the voice of Polly. Hi. It sounds like there's all sorts going on out there, Oro.
Don't come out. You're fine. Don't worry. Don't come out.
Oh, okay. Are we going to get murdered?
No, you'll be fine.
Okay. Hidden Horse, still patiently waiting, not fussed by you guys at all. Priscilla, however, making her attacks, unfortunately misses once again. Priscilla, get it together!
Priscilla.
As her kind of gilded arrows again soar across the night sky, illuminating. They've got these kind of like tracer, like this tracer effect that almost looks like stars as it shoots across, but lands in the dirt and then against the wall, pins a passing bird. I don't know. As
Oh my
Priscilla
god.
curses and moves up closer. Yes. Nurali.
Can I determine if any of them...
Sorry, that doesn't sound very old person to me. Adam! Leave me alone. Stop bullying me. Sorry, Nurali, go ahead.
Can I tell if this one looks like it's being like I don't think they're alive to be killed, but do I detect that it's like actually suffering, or does it just look like we're ripping the body apart and it's just doing its thing? Like, is there any...
There is no sign of it slowing down, but there is definite signs of damage being done.
Okay. Well, everybody else has got like a nice little team around them except for my bear friend here, so I'm just gonna chill over there and help him out now. Let's see here. Let's do... We'll do another guiding bolt. 21.
Okie dokie, that's a hit.
14.
And who is this against? Sorry.
The one over here. I'm helping Postat.
Right. Well, let's put a little marker on it so we remember the advantage this time.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 points of radiant damage. You want to describe your attack, like?
It's kind of similar to the magic missile, except with this one, the thin line, it's almost like it detonates on impact. So when the little silvery light touches the edges of the like dark billowy cloak, there's this just burst of like silver radiant light that's like tinged in gold on the outsides, and it's almost like it's if these creatures were like necrotic or darkness based, I would imagine it like burning away a bit of the form there with like the radiant surge.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, regardless, it is illuminated for all to see. It's on the periphery of Haiku's vision. Randall cannot see it. And Oro can from over there. And our werebear friend is very aware.
Aware bear.
Damn it.
But anyway. Anything else you want to do? Anything you want to say?
I'm gonna have words for him later. But for now, I think that's it.
You wanna?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay. Randall. Just over your ear, just like over your shoulder. Crack, crack. You've seen a bunch of scorching rays cast across the ground, across the battlefield, and
Once I
just
can see again from the blinding.
from the hand cannons
Yeah.
shots that have just ejected this hooded horse from your vicinity. What do you want to do? How do you want to react to this?
So I'm gonna be like, stay indoors still, don't come out yet, and then I'm gonna do a dash. I'm gonna do a charge.
Jenny, do you want to throw in one sneak attack into the chat right now?
Yes. What is it? 1d6, I think.
You got your sneak attack thing. Just press the new one, right?
Oh, I do. You're right. 5.
Sorry, Randall. We as very well noticed in chat that we should have been adding sneak attack modifiers, but we'll give Jenny a freebie to make up for the ones we missed. Okay. But having added that damage, that hood and horse looks now.
He's suddenly like,
we've crossed it. We've crossed the threshold.
You have sinned.
The hood and horse is now determined
threshold.
that there is it's sin o'clock. Sorry, Randall. You're making another dash attack.
Yep. I'm doing a little.
We got a good old little ramming thing going on over here. I'm questioning the word that I used.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we ask Randall another
like it.
question so that Tom can start talking when he's answering again? I'm kidding.
I've interrupted so many times. I'm so sorry. It's a couple of sips of rum. I'll do it to you. Go for it.
It's called
So
cooperative overlapping. I
Sorry,
did it.
was that cooperative overlapping? Interesting.
I was cooperative overlapping that time, and I was saving you.
She muted herself. Okay, go ahead, Docs.
Okay. So Randall is charging, but it's not going to do a push this time because last time that was terrible. This time he's just going to do the attack bit. So then he could do one melee attack with a boop. Or he can not.
I'll just give that to you for free to make up for the interruptions.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Uh-huh.
No. Unless you got any d6s you want to throw on there.
Wow. You Brian? No, that's not the point. That's like so far away. That's just not gonna work.
Okay.
But
sometimes I've got to fish for d6s out of you. Take it out your pool, even if you're way away the DC.
Oh, that already comes with the bonus action. Do I get all my attacks? It says make one melee attack, but I get like multiple attacks on the turn.
So, when you read the description for your multi attack, does it say that when you make one attack you get to have multiple attacks, or is it you use your attack action to do a push? Where is rules lawyer Adam?
Come on down to tell us what we're supposed to be doing.
Wait, but no, because is using a dash your action?
No, it's a bonus.
The dash is a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You get one attack.
Oh wait,
after
that means
you've
I can
dashed
still
as
just
an
attack
action.
normally.
You get one attack after you've dashed as an action.
No, I thought it was oh no, it's a bonus to do the wait. I'm confused. Hang on. Oh, when you dash. Great round attack.
Are you talking about Charger?
This is a professional stream.
Better.
Come here to learn how to play D&D. Monks can dash as a bonus action. Hey, Nick.
Yeah, but I need to spend a key point to do that, right?
Okay.
I think.
But to use Charger, you need to use your action to dash, and you get one attack.
Yeah, and then you have to use your bonus action to actually get the bonus as well.
Ah, so you're out.
So you end up using both.
You're outie. Okay.
I think. So I shall do nothing. I won't do any of the cool things I thought of. I will just sit here instead.
Would you like to describe your failure?
I missed.
It could still be cool, you know. That could
Yeah,
be
but I don't want to use up all my cool on misses.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I think it's sometimes it's you have to style it out to be like it's not you failing, it's just your enemy being, doing something cool of their own.
No, this is definitely Randall failing.
Okay.
It's like see this little bit like that sticks out here. There's like this little bit of grass. And he started on the path, and then he was like charging and just like focused too much on the horse rather than that, and then like he's tripped on that, and then kind of like tried to style it out, but then he wasn't in quite the right step as he got there, and it all just went wrong.
Okay, well, I'm very happy with that description, and I'm very glad that we managed to get a description out of you, even though we didn't want to use your cool up on something. We got the opposite.
Yeah, well,
Still
I got
very
a
happy
different
with
cool.
that. We'll take a very quick moment to just say congratulations to Nick, who within the last week has got a job and a car.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Nick. Good job, buddy. Very proud of you. And before we continue on, does anyone want a bio break?
Yeah, now it's about the time of a bio break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time for a bio break. Go for a try.
Always need a bio break.
Go for a try. Let's
Okay.
go for a try. And a little happy thumbs up for Nick. Good job, buddy. Right. Go.
Alright.
If you're new here, our bio breaks are as long as it takes for us to do our business, and then we return.
Yes. Go get a drink, stretch, go to the toilet, whatever you want. Hey, what up? What's the hip haps? Man, I hate not having music on in my ears.
Hello there.
Hello. Tom a poster or something?
I mean, okay. Wait. I'd show you my window, but it's a bit messy.
Yeah, he has a bunch of stuff on his like windowsill. That's cool.
I got plenty of art over there. It's just hanging stuff because I rent. So if I want to get that stuff on the wall, I need to either potentially have landlords get upset with me for blue tack or
He uses command
nails.
strips.
Well, I use command strips. I've used them for my speakers and for the Oculus Rift stuff that hangs up there and my whiteboard, but they're expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They're not like they're not super duper expensive, but they're expensive enough that if I put all of that art on the wall, I would be out of food for the month. But over there, I've got like, I mean, my camera's probably like too low quality to even show you, but I've got a commission over there that I got our friend Naif to do for our last campaign that we played, where we had all of our characters put up there in like a cool little art style thing.
Oh, that looked like a knife.
Look like a knave.
You should check it out if we get an opportunity. I'll show it to you because it was worth it.
Wait, don't I have
There's
a
nice little,
command? Shit, what is it?
Knife art.
knife art.
Ah, fuck, I don't remember what it was.
Is it just, it's not just
D&D art?
There it is.
That's an old command. The background is not made by... This current background is not made by Nate. I did that, but the old one was.
It's an old command, but it still checks out.
The last time Tom had art behind him, it tried to fall off the wall and kill him. Oh yeah, I remember that.
What a
You were like,
roller
let me
coaster.
adjust this. It's slightly crooked.
That was back in the before times. When I could,
Oh my
I was hanging
god,
at my
I
parents'
forgot.
house.
Susan.
Some commands you just can't delete. They just need to be there forever.
I love that. That's Hyacinth's on. That's so good.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Don't. Okay. Randall has had a bit of a fumble. Is there anything else we want to do with the rest of your turn?
Feel slightly ashamed.
Slightly ashamed.
Oh.
Oh, the guilt.
Oh
That's
no.
interesting
No,
because
no,
it's time
no
for
guilt.
a
Not
wisdom
actually
saving
guilt.
throw. Wisdom
Oh, is
saving
it?
throw.
No.
Wisdom. So saving throw. Well, wisdom saving throw. Wisdom. So
I'm
saving
gonna
throw.
say, gonna succeed. There it is. Success. Success.
Oh,
Success.
oh no.
Oh, it's
You
a success.
failed.
Perfect success.
Spooky ghost. What do we want to feel guilty about today, Randall?
Laying my friends down by continually failing to push this ghost around. Do anything useful. Or about feeling guilty about things, which means I keep making more things that we have to fight.
That's excellent. I like that a lot. Wow. How would that be personified? What would that look like? You.
It would look like me, but be me being slapped by that other one, like the master from the previous.
Just one ghost looks like two ghosts of just one guy being backslapped. Well, the spooky ghost is Randall figurine. It comes out of you next to the old master figurine. They're just having a little fight, but at the same time, they make attack against you, or they will do when it gets to their turn. I have to roll an initiative for them. I get my actual dice.
But this
out.
time I have more AC because that totally actually counts as an attack.
Okay. Okay then. Oh.
Never mind, it has to be an unarmed strike. Just kidding.
Right. Nouget and Oro.
Oh,
Nougat.
I did not know what you meant. Okay, we're gonna do the same shit. Different day. 23 on my short bow.
That's a hit.
And a sneak attack bonus because I remember my character.
And then both attacks for Nugget.
Yeah. A 15.
Bam. That's a hit.
And a 21.
Bam. Oh my goodness! This turn we've turned it around. Secondly, you remembered about your sneak attack.
That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
A reminder that I
Have
can
you
do
rolled
something
all
else.
the damage?
Yep.
Okay. What does that total?
18.
That's okay. Listen, I'm not in here for the maths.
I am.
Well, then you should be adding everything. Why do I have to...
It's a Sunday.
That's a very grumpy-looking hood and horse.
The day of rest from maths.
Does Oro feel guilt, maybe? Can we roll a guilt check, please? Wisdom saving throw.
Guilt check. 19.
Oh my god, stop it. I'm trying to populate the battlefield.
You're the only one who's going to feel any guilt.
Trying to populate the battlefield. Can't be bringing in reinforcements when there's no one to reinforce with.
Don't worry, I'll get you back.
Anything else you'd like to do? Any more shouts that you want to utter? That's a very bad pickup line, Tom. What was? I've forgotten it already.
I can't remember.
Trying to populate the battle. You don't feel guilty because I'm trying to populate the battlefield or something like that?
It's the first line that I whip out on dating apps.
Hey, you looking to feel guilty, girl?
You want to repopulate the battlefield?
Oh my goodness. Oro, is there anything else you'd like to do? Anything that Nugget does?
I just shout again to not come outside, to not open the door.
Okay. Stay in there, marshmallows. While Nugget gets an opportunity to just rend and tear that spooky horseman, who is very much pissed off with you now. They have turned and changed their attention, is now directed towards Oro.
Oh.
That's what you get for doing damage. Okay, now we have Death Horse making attack against Werebear. What an array of guys that we've got across the field today, right?
Wait, Werebear's turn first.
Werebear's at 23.
Oh, are we still on?
Yeah.
Oh, my turn order got scrolled down, and I was like, "He first. What are you doing? Ignore me. I don't know what's going on."
Okie dokie. Right, this is a lot of damage. Maths.
With an S, because there's more than one, apparently.
Don't even start. Not be getting into that conversation.
A couple sessions ago, we were talking about pickles, but I'd really kind of be interested in having, someone who's doing a maths degree. Right. Okay. Anyway, so this scythe that has been brought out has just sliced down across the figure of our werebear friend. Possat is rended in twain. Rend in twain, not
Rendered.
entirely, but rendered dead. No,
Rendered
there is a giant cut.
Rent. You're going for
Rent.
rent, I think.
Okay, we're rent in half. There is some serious damage that has been deposited all over the body of. My words are all over today. Listen, this is the one drink that I had. I am a lightweight. Torn a hole, a gaping wound has appeared across the chest of our werebear friend. After dealing so much damage in their first turn, Possat has been seriously hurt. But another noise comes out of our hood and horse before we move to Haiku's turn. Haiku, how are you feeling about this combat? I mean, so far you've been doing all right.
I'm feeling pretty good. Borderline cocky. To be honest.
All right, understandable. Yeah.
You wait until the wisdom gets you.
I am going to half shatter. What can I do?
Ooh, I like shatter. Where are you shattering?
So it's a 10-foot radius.
Mhm.
So if I cast it just to the right of the horse next to Randall, it should hit the hidden horse and the weird ghost thing, but not Randall.
Yes.
It's
So you want
the
to do it? You
idea.
want to do it there to the right.
Yes.
You want to get both the shadow of guilt and the hidden horse.
Yes.
Okie dokie. And you don't want to hit Randall.
Nope, not at all.
So what does shatter seem like for an artificer?
It's a little like scorching ray. Is that I pick the rock off the ground in the gauntlet, and like the gauntlet sort of starts, crackling with electricity, and then I just toss it like a grenade.
Well, he'd catch a grenade for you as the shatter erupts as it hits the floor directly next to this shadow of guilt. And
I
this
was
hidden
typing that
horse.
joke in the chat when you said it out loud, so now I can't.
In this situation, this huge eruption of noise, these kind of just waves of sound echo throughout the village. It is extremely loud, extraordinarily so. Everybody in the local vicinity hears that. And you shatter the glass of the house that you are adjacent to as well, as there is just shards everywhere. And you can hear screams from the people inside. You see that this is the building that has a bakery sign on the front.
Oh no!
Everything's happening to
Why?
her. Oh my goodness! Why have you done this?
Stop
to her?
doing this.
But there we go. We have this huge eruption of damage, and you do, what is that? 17 points of damage if they don't save.
Yeah. If they save, it's half.
Yeah. Okay. So there is half damage from the hidden horse. God. And full 17. Fucking the guilt boy's been annihilated on his first turn.
Get out of here,
Leave the
Guild Boy.
poor guilt boy.
Ever.
His this miniature figure of Randall that just appears and just looks at Randall, staff and all, like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Just immediately just gets torn asunder. Again and again, it's someone else doing it for you.
Yeah. You know what the
Before
next
you
guilt
even get a
thing's gonna
chance.
be.
Anyway, Haiku's turn is up unless you want to do anything else.
I'm going to take bonus action and I'm going to shoot that hidden horse again.
Here we go. That's a hit.
Ah,
Oh, Cookie. Hood and Horse's turn, and it's on Randall. Okay. And that is a boop. And a boop. Those are hits, I think. Let me check your AC. Yeah, those are hits.
15. Because I didn't try to punch anything.
Yeah, I think yours is the only token that has the AC on the token. So I've got yours easily accessible.
I should remove that.
Okay. Oh no, I mistyped that. Sorry, that was way lower than it needs to be. You take 23 points of damage, 9 of which is necrotic. Oh no, actually, you need to make a.
Got to take the damage and then do this.
You make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Another one.
Okay, you succeeded.
Finally.
In which case, you take 16 points of damage.
14, did you say? You're dead.
As the scythe just kind of swings down and strikes you across the chest in the first one, as he brings it back up behind you, nicks the back of your leg. You manage to keep balance, but he tries to pull it out from underneath you. You can feel the wound festering almost as it kind of eats into your
Not
flesh.
again.
Uh,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
One festering root.
There is no
Okay.
lasting corruptive kind of influence. No leg disease on its way. I'm just describing the sensation of this particular wound. And another noise is made as we move over to our werebear friend, who makes his attacks with advantage.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop,
Just
whoop.
the first one.
Just the first one.
If he gets more than one.
Yep, that is one hit thanks to the advantage.
Whoop, whoop.
Doing a grand total of X amount of damage. And slams another paw down on top of the head, making these leaping attacks as he bounds off of the ground. You can see that he's even using the house behind him to like fully fucking werebear parkour off this shit. And it releases a terrifying werebear roar, which sounds a lot like
Oh. Shivers down my spine.
it's too much. Rein it in, Jenny, please.
I'm gonna sleep tonight.
The top of the turn order, we got another one of these bad boys, and it's the bad boy on the top. Bad boy who wants
Bad boy,
Oro's blood. Bad boy is going to float over to Oro and provoke an opportunity attack from Nugget if Nugget would like to use Nugget's reaction.
Oh, great.
Well, I think Nugget would like to. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Chomp, motherfucker.
Chomp, chomp
Oh, show
indeed.
motherfucker. Roll
Okay.
1d100.
So, because of that, they can't make the additional attack from his reaction on when you attack. But we still got a crit. So what'd you get?
84.
84. And stay down. Prone and stunned 1 round. DC 15
Ooh.
con save or move is halved until the next rest and double damage.
Okay.
Why don't think these things ever rest?
Yeah.
Still prone and stunned for a round and double damage.
Hell yeah.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll take that cheeky double damage there. Beautiful. So we've got a stunned over here and prone. Wonk. There you go. Well, that's very fucking unfortunate because he doesn't get his turn now, does he?
Excellent.
And realistically, would still be over there. Oh no, just outside the range. I guess that's where it probably would be. Well, fucking Jesus, these guys are getting absolutely annihilated, and I'm not getting a chance to do anything to you guys. But that's fine. That's the nature of D&D. Priscilla.
That's how I like it.
We'll have to move before we'll say the tree trunk is in the way there. Have to make a move over here and releases a couple of arrows. Actually, you know what? Priscilla's not going to do that. Priscilla's going to try and get a bit of additional advantage over here. Priscilla moves around the houses and it appears that she's trying to get a better vantage point without the tree being in the way. But as she does so, her attention is snapped to the only recently diminishing light of the illuminated hooded horse over here. As this light disappears and evaporates off of the robe of our hooded horse, she spots the werebear.
It's not a werewolf.
You better not.
Nerily.
I don't know where Priscilla is, I don't think, because eyeline stuff. Nope. Right through the house. But I do know he's pretty hurt, so I am going to not get anywhere the fuck near that thing, but I'm going to spend a sorcery point to cast Cure Wounds from 30 feet away. Am I going to upcast it? I always regret it when I do. You said he took, it hurt him, though, right? Like, I saw him be rent almost in twain.
I mean, I was just being flavorful. He's taken some damage.
But, a decent amount? Does he look real hurt?
He's not bloodied.
Okay.
As we would have said in 4th edition.
I cast it at 3rd level anyway.
Docs. I like how I'm seeing you type and your eyes are just like to the side. Looking, I don't know, maybe guilty?
Okay.
No guilt.
So, there is like we just recently had a full moon, right? And today it's still full?
Still full.
Oh, perfect. There's going to be almost like, not like a whole ray of light comes down or anything like that, but it's definitely going to be like a gradient up into nothingness where like Neurally kind of like lights up and there's this like really faint glow and it just kind of like swirls its way over and around the dead thing and kind of like envelops Posset as well as he heals 17 points of damage.
Beautiful. Okay. With that, Posset is returned to relative health. And you can see that he has a kind of a grateful look on his face almost as he appears to believe that you are the source of that relief. But in this particular instance, is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to do? It's like a mimic, but it targets cake.
I do think that I recognize that like he's probably some kind of were creature, right? Like even though he's not a werewolf, I get the concept.
Just like so easily, yeah. I mean, he's transformed directly in front of you.
Okay. So I'm just going to yell out to Priscilla, not knowing where she's at, hoping that she hears me, to leave the bear alone.
Right, okay. So I suspect, I think what I'm going to do is...
Don't mean to make a persuasion?
I think it's unlikely she would have heard you from this distance during a fight. Because whilst at the beginning of our combat it was very much, this is a quiet town in the middle of nowhere, since then we've had a hand cannon going off, we've had all sorts of crazy shit going on, and there's
that's
now
fair.
a roaring bear. What does that sound like again?
Rawr.
I love it!
I love it so much. Which is just, it's too loud, too intimidating. So for that reason, for that roar, you can't hear, Priscilla can't hear you. Okay. Well, I mean, you shout it regardless. You don't know whether or not maybe you don't know if she's heard you.
I mean, I don't think.
But functionally, no.
Unless you were to yell back and be like, "Fuck you, I'm killing it anyway." I don't think I would know until she shoots it, and then I guess we'll have to determine.
Okay. You could probably infer.
Yeah. You can infer from that. And there's nothing else. A roll of fear check, kind of.
Yeah.
Don't give me ideas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Wait. Nope. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, Randall. Come on, buddy. We got this. This turn is.
Yep.
This is
the turn.
This
right,
is your
we're
turn.
not going to do anything fun. We're just going to hit it.
We got it. Come on.
Going to do 1, 2 of
That's a
those,
hit.
and then 1 of those,
That's a miss.
and then. But we're also going to spend a key point to do a death strike if one of those hit.
Oh, the 19 hits.
Okay. So death strike allows me to do another 1d6 damage.
Okay, please roll your damage.
On top of my 11. Which is another 4. So 15 damages.
Okay. Yep. We got some damage going on here.
Yep. And then I'm going to take a few little steps back. No, not that way. This way.
I want Jenny's roar as my new text alert. Same. Oh my fucking god, that's such a good idea. Could you please make a wisdom saving throw for me, my precious Randally bean?
If I don't, can we just move on? There we go.
There we go. There we go.
I've wisened up to your ways.
So you moved after the attack, yeah?
Demon. Yep.
Okay, cool. Nugé and Oro.
Okay, we're going to hit the boy again.
Hit that boy, hit him again.
Am I at a disadvantage? Can I still hit him with my bow? Okay.
So ranged attacks are at disadvantage if someone's prone, and it is prone at the moment.
Okay.
However, that's a weird interaction because you are making a ranged attack at someone who is at point blank. But I don't think the rules clarify making ranged attacks at melee distance against someone that's prone.
At melee distance, a melee attack would have advantage on a prone creature.
But it's not a melee attack.
Yeah.
But if you're attacking, but I thought it's
So it cancels out.
okay. All right, let's make a normal attack. I will defer to Adam.
18.
That's a hit.
A 4. I assume I don't get my sneak attack here.
You wouldn't if Nugget wasn't next to you, but you could have Nugget move.
Yes, that was because he was going to attack on my turn anyway.
That would give you sneak attack.
Oh, I did click it, but I clicked it twice.
Okay, we'll
just
take the first one. And then Nugget gets 1 attack.
23. Wow.
That's a hit.
A 3.
And what do our numbers add up to?
14.
14, is that right?
I think so.
This hidden horse is mostly horsehead and tatters at the moment. You are seeing that the majority of the body is now just kind of torn into shreds. And you can kind of see there are parts of it where you can see past robe, but there is like a foggy black mist inside that seems to be propping it up more than anything else. The tattered kind of fabric is just flapping around. It's looking fucked up. You can see that many of the horse's teeth have been knocked out. There's some of the debris of the bone scattered along the floor next to it. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I want Nugget to have his turn, his second one after.
Doesn't get a second attack because he made the attack of opportunity, which takes up his reaction.
Oh shit! I don't think I knew that. Okay.
That's okay. I mean, that he crit on his attack of opportunity. So.
Yeah. Okay. I want to just move Nugget next to me.
Okay. Oh, actually, he would have had a advantage. Oh, I mean, he hit anyway, but you could roll a second attack if you'd like to see if you crit.
Okay.
His bite.
24.
Oh, you did get higher, but not enough to crit. Okie dokie. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Alrighty, over here we got a big spooky horseman fighting a big spooky werebear.
Spooky, scary horse.
Oh, we're getting some hits. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Both of those hit. That was more damage than I expected it to do. I need to make a wisdom saving throw. I think. Charisma saving throw, actually. I fucked that up before. Which he fails. Oh my god. Actually, I don't think this particular thing works. Oh, no, it does. Okay, yeah. Oh, he's taking damage. As another noise comes out of our hidden horse. Haiku.
It's all up to you.
Haiku.
Oh, it doesn't say melee attack. Okay, all right. I'm glad there's that distinction. Hey, crash out. Wink, wink when you need a D6 bonus.
I actually still have one right now, but I'll let you know. Don't worry.
I'm gonna move up a bit to there.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Randall.
Nice.
Yes.
Got another bit of sanctuary.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
He's looking a bit battered.
so hot.
This is so hot. Oh my god.
You put me in your sanctuary.
What is happening? How does that look? The spell effect as well as you casting it.
It's really hot.
A warm bubble surrounds Randall.
No, I'm gonna go about it. A little pipe pops out of my gauntlet, and bubble guns towards Randall, and just envelop him.
Yep.
I love the idea of like one of those little bubble blowers.
A
It's got, like, a fan.
Randall-shaped bubble.
Oh, like
fan
it's
that's
shaped
whirring.
too really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbles
Perfect
come out.
fit.
Oh.
That's excellent. Okay. And is it nice and warm?
Yeah. It's got not too warm. No,
Too warm.
pleasantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pleasant
All right.
temperature.
I mean, it's a chilly evening. That's nice. Okay. All right. And we've got our ballista.
Of course we do.
Oh, we got a hit. Let's go again. Damage a clock. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh wee.
Is
Okay.
thing not dead yet?
Nope. Looking fucked up though, like real fucked up.
Well, it started off like that.
two of these are looking real bad. And we
Still have an action technically.
Sanctuary's an action, isn't it?
Nope. Bonus
Bonus
action.
Oh, in which case you shouldn't have used your ballista. Then, should you?
Oh shit. Okay, well I won't do anything.
No. Pick one of those two things that you want to have
Oh.
happened. Either you cast Sanctuary or the gun
stick with
goes off.
Sanctuary.
Okay.
We'll keep that.
Plus 10 hit points. What would you like to do with your action? So, because of the way that spell casting works, you can only cast a cantrip that requires an action now.
Okay.
Or you can use the
Am I
action
within
to do
15
action
feet
stuff.
of
15 feet of Randall, 20 feet for the horse.
I'm gonna end it there.
Oh yeah, okay. Not going to use your your action to flex or anything?
I said I was borderline cocky, not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get.
Okay. Well, that herding horse has now changed target. Having recognised where the crack of doom has come from, the hand cannon wielder with an armor class of what, sorry?
17, I believe it is.
I still have a d6. Do I have any d6s?
No.
Nope.
Do I have any d6s?
No.
That was what we had to do to wink, right? Was that a wink?
No, it's to me. No.
Anyone?
No. Nobody. Nobody.
Anyone?
No.
Stop it, you.
What was your armor class, sorry?
17.
Oh my god, it's so high. Okay. Well, only one of my attacks hits. Oh, Evan, you.
I was about to say, if anyone gives you a thing, I'll time you out.
You can still do that.
Well, I'm going to roll the d6 for you guys. I need a 5 for this to hit.
What was it?
I love you, Evan.
That's a 1.
Evan. That's a 1. That is a 1. I rolled a 1. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Unfortunately, it did not help me, but I appreciate it regardless. Did you say fuck
Was it
you,
worth
Tom?
it?
Did you say fuck you, Tom?
Yeah, fuck you, Tom.
Evan!
Roll better.
Evan's on the list now.
Put
for
himself on
1.
the list for me for a 1.
Yeah, good job, Evan. You're on the list forever.
Right.
Didn't know that it was going to take it was more likely for him to end up on the list and not get the payout because the 5 was the minimum roll necessary.
Could you please make a wisdom saving throw? I have regrets. Fucking stop rolling so high. Okay. You take.
Oh, did I get hit?
Yeah, that's why I was asking for
Oh.
a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Could I not use a reaction to cast shield?
Yes, you could.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay, giving you a grand total of what? Plus, is it plus 5?
So that's 22.
Okay, then I guess I miss. All right, in this particular instance, we have a scythe coming down for you. It's been swept up underneath Randall's feet, and he's kind of just floated across, having noticed that you are the one with the hand cannon, the crack going off that has filled him with lead, or with tracer rounds in this particular instance. He's floated towards you, scythe raised, and brought it down against you to hit your shell, and you do what? Your shield, what does it look like?
I sort of like moved the gauntlet in front of it. You know, like the shield from Sekiro, almost. But it's like, yeah, look like. I need to like that.
Well, you got Tom. Good job.
Springs out.
Well, congratulations on being the favourite.
Do you have an inspiration?
Yes, this would be like the fifth one I've gotten so far.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That is fucking sick. I love that image. That is extremely fucking cool. So could you describe that for those of us in the chat and whoever haven't played Sekiro? What does that look like?
Yeah. So basically, out of the gauntlet, will spring like what appears to first be just this strip of metal, but then it rotates round so it becomes an umbrella, almost an umbrella of metal. It's not
Fucking
too
sick.
big, but it's pretty simple.
Precisely big enough. As the scythe comes brought down against you, it's looking like it's going to hit something vital, but as it does, you kind of just bring out this shield, this umbrella of steel that kind of envelops your arm and ricochets the blade. And that is fucking sick. You've made me very happy with that. That almost counterbalances the fact that I did no damage to you, and I'm very upset about it. Top of the turn. This guy's no longer guiding bolted. We've got a bear looking very grumpy, doing an awful lot of damage to our chum over here. This is the third hooden horse that's looking pretty fucked up, as there is this is an uppercut we have from our Possat Thrall here, where Bear gets a good old uppercut against our hooden horse, knocking out some more teeth. In this particular instance, nearly you can see as the head is hit, it kind of starts to float in the air as it kind of just like almost removes itself from the robes for an instant, and you can see into the darkness that is below these robes. And there is once more a terrifying, earth-shattering.
Carry on.
Jenny, do the roar.
Do the roar.
Rawr.
Do
Roar.
the roar. Do the roar. Okay, excellent.
I was too busy laughing at Dox's joke and then him being like waiting for someone to know it.
This bear situation is clause for concern. That's fucking excellent. A hairy situation. Oh my goodness. I'm encouraging all of these puns. Up here, this gentleman is stunned for a turn. And still on the ground, unable to stand. Wait, can stunned people move? I've got too many PDFs open. I don't want to have to open another one. It's on the ground. It says Priscilla's coming over here. Priscilla
You can do anything when you're stunned, right?
has seen that there's action down here. It can move. Okay, I thought that might be the case, but that's fine. It's still on the ground. It floats upwards. There you go. It's no longer prone. Priscilla. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then dashes.
Do I hear Priscilla run the other way? I want to shout, "What the fuck, bitch!" What the? I thought we had something.
Sorry, Nerily needs me. Nerily needs me. You've got this under control.
I'll remember that.
I will remember this. Nerily. You might have heard Nerily needs me. It's your turn.
Think we're good. I'm kidding.
We're fine. Go back to wherever you were before.
Right. And so this one's kind of just like ahead at this point, right?
No. There's tatters.
Okay.
But it's not just head.
Man, none of my spells really are super great with upcasting.
So no hit.
1 second.
I gotta go.
It's 2021. Ain't nobody getting hit.
I'm gonna move right here, and I'm going to do another twin cast of a guiding bolt, and I'm going for this one because so I hear Neurally needs me, and I kind of move over to see what's going on as I'm prepping the guiding bolt for here, and I see Priscilla running this way, and I see Oro and Nugget now alone with this one that looks dead, and so I'm hoping by twinning it, I can maybe take out that other one. That's the thought there. So 1 second.
I love the idea that this guiding bolt is going right past Priscilla's head.
I want to add a D6, a combat D6,
Go for it.
to the second one because I'm pretty sure that's way worth it. I have 3 left, so 2 left now. Boop. Haha, a 20 and an 18.
That is 2 hits.
Okay. So the first one will be the one that's heading towards the one plus that is targeting. Okay. So that one does 13 damage and he lights up. The second one goes flying past Priscilla between Oro and Nugget and into the other one and 14. I can only roll 13 and 14. That's my
big damage.
Yeah.
Big damage.
So now both of those have they're illuminated.
Can we just describe the projectile and how it interacts with Priscilla, Oro, and Nugget in the way?
So here's the way I see this one happening, because she starts off not intending to twin it.
Sure. And
then she hears something and she wasn't sure at first, is it like calling for help or whatever, and like takes those couple of steps back and sees like 2 situations that need help. And so she's started the thing and like the wand is out and there's like the light like kind of coalescing like on the end of it, like it's about to string out and like shoot towards that one. And like her like hair blows back as she looks over, and she reaches over and touches the wand with the other hand and like separates it in half, the power on the end, and like almost throws the second one.
Cool.
And when that happens, it's like a curveball, like in baseball. And so it kind of like curves around Priscilla, like really close, and then goes in between Oro and Nugget.
Not just like in baseball.
Yeah, so when you throw a baseball, you can throw it a specific way that will cause it to spin, and
I'm just messing with you. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Beautiful. That's a lot of damage. These guys are looking pretty fucked up.
Well, I'm hoping.
Righto.
And as I see her coming over, I just say, "Help Oro."
Okay. Randall.
I'd just like to take a moment to point
out. Sports. Sorry, I just saw chat.
Was that an interruption of Docs? Maybe was that another one?
I'm sorry. Did I say my turn was over? Did I?
Oh, I'm sorry. You did say I'm going to end my turn by saying SWZ, but continue.
Yeah, my turn was over. It's fine.
Yeah.
Although I am going to take like my last 5 feet and move back towards this way, and now I'm done.
Okay. Oh wait, so they cannot take actions, reactions, move, and only speak falteringly. Mm-hmm. Interesting. So would that
Stunned, you can't
mean
do fuck all.
That it was still prone, and that the ranged attack that Neurally did against it would be at disadvantage?
Does that count with spell attacks? I thought that was just with bows.
Rules man says yup.
But the rules man also said that stunned couldn't stand.
It wasn't my other.
Trust anything.
Okay.
My other roll was a 22. So
shit. Okay. All right. Randall, you wanted to point something out.
That was what I was pointing out.
Oh. Okay.
And now I don't know what I'm going to do on my turn.
Because
I was looking
too
up what
busy
stun
looking up.
was.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to attack it because I'm sanctuaried, right? I'm still sanctuaried. It lasts forever.
Lasts for 1 turn, I think, isn't it?
I think it lasts until you're hit or you hit, or the person in there hits.
Duration 1 minute, or if I attack something.
Yeah.
So right now I'm safe. Although you are kind of fucked up, aren't you?
I haven't taken any damage yet.
Oh, it just looks like you've taken loads of damage because their token is on top of your token. Cool.
No, I'm perfectly fine.
Good. I'm going to use my boon of healing.
Okay.
I've barely had an opportunity to do any damage to any of you.
I mean,
Although
I'm
you weren't
unbalanced.
necessarily
is, though-
the primary targets for today's game.
No.
And also, damage is little like inconsequential when something can sap away 4 points of strength and not attack.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah.
what do you
that's
use
true.
to attack with?
Use
Yeah.
dexterity.
Are you using dexterity?
Yep.
Bummer. Okay.
That's the only reason why I can still do anything.
I was going to say, because if you were using strength, then this would have been a very different fight. Okay. Well, I mean, not that different. What do you want to do? So you're using the talisman to heal?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it. I ain't got much else I can do.
You are going to
I'm
hit
gonna-
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna break the. I'll move up to it. I'll break the. I'll break the spell.
Haiku's just like,
Look, it's already been. It's about.
okay,
You know.
that's 2 hits.
Okay. I'm also gonna use a deft strike because that's not a bonus action. That's just a key point.
Okay.
And then is that walking staff and unarmed 14, and then I get to do another 1d6. 2. 16.
16 points of damage. This guy's looking fucked up. Anything you want to do with the rest of your turn?
Complain about chat constantly giving you combat d6s.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Malkovir, for that combat d6. I know exactly where it's going. Nugget and Oro! What's going on over here?
Wow, would you look at that?
There's a prone spooky boy.
Oh wait, is prone what we were talking about that I can't hit?
That means you get.
Isn't he not prone now? Didn't he?
We did get up, but that was because I thought he could move, and then we realised that Adam was wrong for once. So he's prone, which means that Nugget gets advantage on melee attacks, and you get an advantage on your range attack as well.
Talks. I took away 1 d6. Oh, seems plausible to me. Yeah.
Oh, what was it that we can't use our chat points to redeem d6s for each other?
I didn't redeem a d6. I unredeemed a d6.
That's
What
true.
you need is for Chickpea to be in here somewhere, just
Oh no.
soaking up chat points.
Yeah, feeding the points. So did you say I do have advantage on
Yes.
with ranged? Okay.
Oh no, it cancels out for your ranged, so you just get the normal. But you hit. You're
Okay.
fine. That's 10
Okay.
already. Before you start throwing out Nugget's damage,
Yeah.
I will tell you that you have killed it with your first attack.
Sick.
Is there anything that would you like to describe your attack in any way?
I'm not good at describing attacks. You can do it.
I always want to give you the option.
Yeah, I don't have
like,
anything cool to do right now.
But that's fine. Okay, so I like to imagine that in this particular instance that you've got your bow out. You've been trading blows for a while now, and this particular instance, you've seen that this terrifying horse horror looks like it's getting consciousness again after having been stunned by Nugget, and it's starting to kind of like falteringly raise its head again. In this particular instance, what you do is you raise one foot, slam it down on the head, and then loose an arrow directly into the top of the skull, shattering the bones, and the robe falls softly on the ground, silently, as debris of bone covers the area. It does not move. It is gone. Behind you, you see Priscilla delta splitting down the road in the hopes to involve herself in whatever's going on down here. But this particular hidden horse is undead. What do we want to do with Nougat?
Nougat. Can I still move?
Yes, you can, yeah.
How move? 35? 35 move.
I'll move.
How move? Okay, over here. We'll just go over here. Or should I just get on Nugget? I could probably do that. Can I do that? No, because I've already hit. Okay.
Yeah, you use your movement. You use your movement to mount
Okay.
things, so you're on top.
On Nugget. Done. Now on Nugget's turn, can I move?
Yep.
Whilst on Nugget? Okay, what?
Mm-hmm.
What,
And
how?
Nugget can move up to what, like 60 feet? Flappy.
Yeah. Okay, which is over here. Oh fuck. Okay.
How do you use the ruler?
It's
You
the
click the ruler button.
it's the third, fourth thing on the top left. It doesn't immediately look like a ruler.
Oh.
Boat references, be still my heart.
All right, I'm done.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, where's this boy? This boy's over here. Oh, this boy.
Caw.
Oh. Over here.
Over there. Caw.
Okie dokie. Thank you for that D6. We have, in this particular instance, the Blade of Retribution from our hidden horse is brought down once again against Possat Threll. As it lands, it slices deeply across the throat of Possat. The second cut,
I want to use my inspiration
for what?
to stop him from dying. How many attacks did it make?
It made 2.
Does the first one look like it kills him?
And it's happening pretty quickly. I mean, the first one looks like it's gonna do maybe irrecoverable damage.
Okay. If he's looking rough enough that I'm thinking that this is going to be like a killing blow,
It's pretty close.
can I use my inspiration to do the wings and glimmer really brightly with radiant light and distract it so it has disadvantage?
Okay. We'll take that. And in
Okay.
fact, this will apply to both of its attacks.
And I scream, no!
Okay. All right. In which case, I will roll the attacks again for the disadvantage. Oh, fuck me. Okay. All right. So, my reroll did not go well for me. Went very well for you. So, as you you can see this Possat's looking bad, looking real rough. And that kind of evokes this very emotional outburst from you, which gives you an opportunity to just blast this radiant light out of yourself and just bring about your wings. As you do so, you light up your local vicinity and kind of the sky almost as well. And for an instance, just the light of the moon appears to be that bit brighter, kind of just reflecting off of the the windows and stuff of the houses around you. As you do so, there's almost a palpable burn in the robes of the hidden horse directly in front of you, which does seem to make the attack falter for an instance. The first one misses. You can see almost that the blinding light makes Possat kind of flinch for a second, and that flinch is what brings his neck away from the Blade of Retribution as it's brought up here. The second attack is brought down on top of Possat, which does cleave into his kind of clavicle. but he is not dead. He appears to be down on the floor and in a seriously bad shape, but not dead. Inspiration used. Possat is alive. Haiku. You hear this. You see this kind of this illumination in your peripheral vision, and you hear a shout from Neroli. Directly in front of you is a hooded horse, still bearing its scythe and still trying to attack you.
Well, I'm gonna focus on the one in front of me, still, and just go for a slash with my claws.
Do you need a wee? Got someone. Okay. Slash with your claws. Go for it. You miss.
God damn it.
Did you describe your claw attack?
Well, you have 5 inspirations, Jack. If you want to, you also
We'll use one of them.
you also have a normal d6 if you wanted to use the normal d6.
Oh, I'll use the normal d6.
Oh. Can you even hit with? Yeah, I guess you could roll a 5 and hit.
I'm gonna roll a 5. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. 14 has been what's hit before. Oh. Tom is that, like, you know that meme of the blonde kid who's like, and his face is all red and like.
Yeah. Let me kill.
I wish my face didn't get so red, but thanks for bringing that up. So what's
No, your
our grand
face
total?
wasn't
You
red,
were-
but
it
it was
wasn't
the.
What's our grand total? Because that ain't 14.
No, that's 13.
So did you use? So I think that we should try and settle this rule, right? For use for future, for posterity, right? If you're going to use 2 d6s on the same turn, one of them, they need to be different types of d6s. So you could use a non-combat and a combat d6. You can't use 2 combat d6. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are we happy with
Yeah.
that? Does that seem fair?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could burn into a combat d6 as well.
Do it.
You're so close now. You probably should.
Yeah, might as well now. It's wasted.
Yeah, go on.
you've got a bank of them that you've been saving up.
Yeah, we had 4 and 5 at the beginning of this. I think it's
Yes.
fine.
Okay. You hit with your claws.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah, just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
For some reason, the whoop noise didn't come up. 3 points of damage. Okie dokie. Okay. Well, with this particular claw strike, our hooded horse is no more. Please describe to me how your claw strike, after all this, takes out this undead abomination.
So did you describe them as like floating horse skulls with like
So
with
it doesn't-
like the rest of them was just like cloth almost?
So for the most part, I mean, you can kind of see in the image on the thing in front of you there on the token. It's this. If you use the zoom function, you can get in a little bit closer. But it is a big hooded. I mean, if you couldn't see holes in the robe, you would have assumed that it was a fully corporeal form. It's got arms. It's holding a scythe. It's got a big horse head. But it does seem to be that the majority of its is made up with just kind of robe and just darkness that is filling that robe. His hands are they look at a glance as if they are flesh, but actually it looks closer now you're actually in combat, like almost flesh colored and ashen mummified, like mummy wraps, like bandage that have been put the hand together. But apart from that, mostly flappy robe.
Okay, well I just full hook round and knock the skull out of the robe if that's possible.
Yeah, baby.
Get off.
You're killing it. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonk. You having just parried a blow with your shield, You have like to imagine, since we were talking Sekiro references, you've broken his posture. He's just stood there waiting for a critical strike. the big red light is flashing on him, so you just use the uppercut to knock the skull off the top. As you do so, it clatters onto the floor, bones spiraling as it falls, and the robe disappears into nothingness as it hits the ground. Dead and gone. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Would it cost me anything to pick up the skull, put it on the shelf?
You've knocked it pretty far, so
okay.
you'd have to use some movement and an action to pick it up.
Can your little floaty fish pick it up?
It doesn't have hands.
I mean, there's still a battle going on. Do you need to get it right now?
Yeah.
It might still be there afterwards.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. So I can still move, can't I?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll just
The
move.
main theme is equine.
Oh,
That took me way too
I
long
didn't
to
even
understand.
see.
Oh my god. I saw it a second ago and I was like, oh, I was just answering a question. And then I did a double take and I was like, oh my.
That's the best kind. That's the best.
Do they
ones.
speak? And if yes, would you describe their voices as hoarse? So far the only noises that they've made is but we did also give it a neighs at some point. And the bear, the werebear doesn't seem to be speaking common, but it does seem to be making some kind of noise.
Sure.
Rawr.
It's presumably it can speak common.
We don't know. All we've heard so far is Jenny's.
Cossack can speak.
Rawr.
Jenny's fucking sick of this now. She's like, for God's sake. So far, my favourite takeaway of today is Jenny's roars. Right? They're so good. Okay. Let's move on. Werebear. Oh, I apologise, please.
Hell, you're just like.
Yeah, Jack, you tell him.
I've still got a
Tell him what
bonus
it is.
action, haven't I?
Please.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Bye-bye.
I'm
Please
gonna
just say your turn's over now.
shoot the final.
Shoot it. Yeah. All right, go on.
Yeah.
Roll your damage. That's a hit. Damage a clock.
Ooh.
They don't seem very stable. Oh, Tagrasso. Oh my goodness. Right, with 12 points of damage is exactly how much we needed for a double kill. What does this look like?
That's gonna give you another inspiration point. Shit.
Just mention something about Sekiro and you're.
It doesn't overflow anywhere. And since you got a double kill, I'd like to award you 10 inspiration points.
10. Wow.
I think I even have one.
It's a shame you can only have one at a time, but oh, well, you know what it is.
You have to click the button 10 times. So you end up with none.
How does this force ballista firing off into the distance headshot?
Can I see from this distance that it's looking pretty weary?
Sure. Yeah.
Which is just a very slow, well-aimed shot. No, not rushed.
Not rushed. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, we had a little. Oh, I like that. Can we all just take a moment to just like?
I'm not cool enough to do that.
Okay. It's very sad that I was the only one to do it.
I'd already done it, so I wasn't sure if I was supposed to do it again.
Well, I'd really have liked everyone to have done it, but that's fine. I
All right,
guess.
on 3.
Oh no, it's too late now. Moment's passed.
Moment's passed.
Okay. For the sake of the potential repercussions of the story,
There are
what we're
none.
going to say is that Nerida gets an opportunity to make any actions that she'd like before Priscilla does.
How far away am I? Shit. Okay. I start running over. No, I have a fly speed now. Or do I just get the wings in theory? Do I actually get the wings? Or was that just like that's what I wanted to happen, but also that technically is an action? Can I actually do that? Or was it just like a flash of it?
We used your inspiration. Why not?
Okay. I fly over. So I'm gonna make it. I can go straight, so I don't have to go. I don't have to care about the water. So I'm just gonna like, whew, and I'm like in the air, flying over, and I'm going to, distance spell. A cure wounds.
Okay.
At third level. And I'm going to spend an additional sorcery point because I'm going to do empowered healing.
Okay.
And I'm going to reroll 2 of those d8s.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's way better. 24 hit points.
Golly.
Okay, that is a lot of health. That is a lot of health to be returned to Possat Threll over here. So you've kind of used your opportunity to just jet over there
Yeah.
and just...
You know
fill
how it
Possat
looks
with
when
light.
someone pushes off the side of a pool, like an Olympic swimmer style, and they just kind of like zoom off? It's kind of like that off the ground, and she's just like through the air, like reaching out, like worried, and like the light that's radiating off of her, it does kind of the same thing with the cure wounds, where it like goes over and envelops as she's like reaching her hands out.
Okay.
Very
I
like
can roll.
Renaissance angel painting, the hands out and the billowy stuff around. And...
Yes, billowy stuff. I love me some billowy
yes.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to say?
Billowy.
You're safe now.
Okay. And that we will end our combat. And Priscilla is going to run over to you. You guys are, I mean, we're saying we've got Oro, Nugget, Randall, and Haiku. You guys are now listening out for the signs of battle, and you're recognizing that now combat has
The
seemingly
boss
ended.
music has stopped.
The boss yeah, exactly.
I've been spamming the rest button and I can finally sit down.
I mean, you can still see some light radiating from the periphery as Nerdy is flapping, and you can hear the sound of boots on kind of wet ground as Priscilla is running. And the scene that we have now is Nerly and Priscilla with her bow shaking, drawn up, ready to strike. It's a werebear.
I'm still floating in the air because this lasts for a minute.
Sure.
Basking.
And she's never seen this before.
Oh, she hasn't. She's never seen this before.
No, and like the pupils and the irises of my eyes are gone and they're all silvery. And I just kind of like turn and I look and I'm like, put the bow down. Things have changed.
She looks up to you. Could you roll me? Do you want to go for intimidation or persuasion?
Definitely persuasion.
Okay. I mean, is that because of your stats or because of the way that you're approaching the situation?
Because the way that I asked, it wasn't an order.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I'm just trying to ensure.
I'm just hoping that the sight is impressive, but
yeah. That's fine. I'm just going for objectivity here.
15.
Okay. And she kind of, I mean, you already see that she falters, and she kind of lowers her bow, and she's just like, what are you?
I don't know. And I'll like slowly lower to the ground.
And you can see that she's kind of let the string of her bow go slack.
This is why I had to leave.
This is why they wanted you dead. Because you are taking from the moon.
I don't feel like it's taking. I feel like it's given.
Well, that's what they say about the were folk like him.
They say a lot of things.
I don't know what to believe.
It seemed to make sense at the time, but who could take from a god?
I feel like Selune would give freely.
Me
That never
too.
made any sense to me. that people could take. What would be given by Our Lady, but is that Possat? He was so kind to me.
Do you remember my dream? I dreamed of this place. The valley and the lights.
But what do I do?
We were supposed to come here.
But I was. You can see there's a slight tension in the string again. She very slightly draws it back. But I was supposed to kill a lycanthrope. I need to. I need a trophy.
We were supposed to come here, I think, so you could see. You could make a new life.
Roll persuasion with advantage. Okie dokie. Look at Katie's face.
Can she have my D6?
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to do that.
16. It's better than the last one.
That's what we needed. She.
That's hot.
Kind of
Oh! Oh yeah, I could have used that. Oh wait, no, my favored by the gods is at 0 right now, so I don't think I could have used favored by the gods. I think I already used it today. Anyway, continue.
She fully relaxes her bow, and as she does so, the like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I like that.
I'll just slowly walk towards her and like.
Like you're trying to have a heartfelt RP moment, and it's just fucking funny as shit. Okay.
I think that like the minute's probably like ending pretty soon because of the exchanges
Sure.
we're having.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of, as she puts the bow down again, I'll kind of like slowly.
She loosens she slackens the string on her bow, and as she does so, the arrow falls to the ground and embeds itself there. As she kind of just releases it, and with it, all intentions of slaying Possat.
And the wings will start to fold as like the light starts to fade, and I'll just kind of slowly walk over to her, and I'll start off by just putting like one hand on her shoulder, and then kind of like bring her in for a hug.
Okay. Well, as you embrace, she kind of gently sobs.
And the wings will actually reach around her a little bit too.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
Until they fade away.
Okay.
So she can be in the light of the moon.
Well. On that, I think we're going to end today's session.
But that's not a cliffhanger.
Resolution? Oh, what is that like?
It's okay. There's a cliff just off in the corner that we just suddenly noticed. It's the cliffhanger we
A
need.
bridge is like a small cliff.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a sharp drop from up here down into the river, you know.
Randall trips right at the very end.
To a goblin,
Mid-falling.
to a goblin, that could be a cliff.
Have you heard that song tag? Is that a reference to Paulson, or did you just come up with that? It's so sweet, it gave me cavities all on your own. Have y'all ever heard that song?
I've heard that saying before.
Yeah, I've heard the saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I had never
I've
heard it
heard
until the
neither.
song. Look what you did to me and my wisdom teeth. Your lips are too sweet, they're giving me cavities. It's a really pretty line.
That's cute.
It's slower in the song, but anyway.
But yeah, no, don't apologise for making funnies. For derailing. We are 100% okay with derailing here. It's like, it's the only thing we've got going for us. No.
Couldn't make it the whole game without any derailing.
But we end our session there. We see Priscilla, who set off with you guys on what she thought was some kind of redemption arc that she would be able to fulfill, to gain the respect and trust of your previous community cult by killing what she thought was werewolves. Was what she was hunting, but you found that the family that you came to stay with in Bogbrook whilst investigating this hooded horse, turns out that Possat Threll was a werebear. As you look through the doorway, you can see a very frightened werebear cublet
Oh.
with the soft features that you recognise to be Rolo, one of the children. But we end today's session with Neroli enveloping Priscilla in a hug filled to the brim with Salune's light, the goddess that you both share. And it feels like her goals and direction in life have maybe changed. But we'll find out more about that next time. Because D&D 5e combat takes forever. So I don't get to shoehorn in my fun little encounter, but don't worry, next week. The session was unbearably wholesome. What, I mean, the last 5 minutes. Because the rest of it wasn't. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. That is the end of today's session. That's it. We're over skis.
Dunzo.
We did it.
So,
Pretty much on time. Wow, look at us.
yeah,
Wow.
I know, wild.
I could have, I was like, I kind of wanted to drag the RP out a little bit, but I thought the hug was a really nice way to just like resolve that.
Yeah.
And get that done. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a good session. GG's, everyone.
Mm-hmm. GG's.
We had some
GG.
very good moments.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny, what are you doing?
I am ending the stream. There's no other extra stream tonight. I'll probably be around tomorrow. But that's it for today. So
All right.
thanks for chilling with us.
Oh my God,
chatting.
thank you guys.
It was really hot today. Good job, everyone.
So hot.
Really great. Alright. See you next week, probably, I assume. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Yeah.